Enakwana, enakejia. Everything in marama. Kai with the cash for squander.
Oh yeah, that's what we're all about. The vibes. Welcome to Trending SA right here on S3. It's a Thursday. That's why there's such a vibe. It's 5 p.m. and well, we are your favorite musketeers in the building, ready to unleash some awesome content. So let's go through each musketeer one by one. She is gorgeous, absolutely talented, a delightful tall glass of champers. It is Loot Love.
Hi Mo, what's good? A compliment like that on a Thursday. Hey.
Yeah, it needs to be Thursday more often. And then the man who says he's an emperor, but we all know that his chair needs a bit of an upgrade. Hopefully he doesn't get into trouble for that. It's Umaple, Wasemlazi.
It is so sad when I'm introduced by peasants.
I think let's put money together to get him a new chair.
I agree. I agree. We'll do a bit of crowdfunding, you know.
You guys will probably get me a chair from Small Street.
It's still a chair, ain't it? It's still a chair.
Yes. It is just fine. Tight economy. All right, well, our first guest this evening, following Falana, better known as Falz, the bad guy. Well, he's a multi-talented, multi-faceted entertainer. 8 million followers on Instagram, currently dominating the scene out in Nigeria as a rapper and an actor, an award-winning one at that. Undoubtedly one of the best exports coming out of Nigeria in the past decade. Let's welcome to TrendingSA, the president of the Seat Boys Association. And I need to say this correctly, the multi-talented Falz, the bad guy.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
President of the Sweet Boys
That was quite an intro. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
That is right.
President of the Sweet Boys Association.
You know. What can I say?
That's all you needed to do.
No.
I saw on the auto cue it said Big Daddy there and you skipped it. Why? You couldn't bring yourself to call another man Big Daddy.
I was just thinking, because there's many musketeers on the table, let's give other people a chance. Pick an AKA.
Call him Big Daddy.
What's up, Big Daddy?
Okay, Big Daddy.
say Bob Daddy.
Bob Daddy.
Bob Daddy.
Daddy.
It's more acceptable. It's like.
You know what I'm saying?
So you've been in Joburg for a while. What have you been up to?
Just soaking in the vibes, trying to enjoy the city. You know, I've been doing a bit of recording as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to tap into the vibes.
Okay.
This is my second time, I think.
Okay.
In Jersey.
Yeah.
Last time was a long time ago.
Where have you been? Have you been like going to parties? Have you been
Not
checking
really.
out?
You guys take me out now. I've not really been out.
Oh, okay. Mo, you're on? I'm on.
Yeah,
Take
the
one?
gigs are flowing at the moment, you know,
Yes.
so there's always a vibe out there.
Okay.
And your sound would fit in perfectly, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So we started with a hit, Squander. You know it's a hit. The money is coming in. Naira's raining.
You know?
What? Why are you laughing at me? So basically, you first did the song with the Maradona hitmaker Nene.
That's true.
And then you decided, let me take it down south.
Yeah.
And then you got Kamompela, and then you got Mpura on the song. I just want to know, why did you choose these particular artists, especially in the Mapiano genre?
Okay. You know, the original already had a fusion of Amapiano and, of course, Afro. Amapi Afro.
Amapi Afro.
I like that. I like that.
You know, so I thought, if I'm going to do a remix, I have to go right to the source. You know, I have to get my light right from the source. You know, and of course, Amapiano originates from here. I'm a big fan of Camo's. You know, I've seen quite a lot of her stuff, and, you know, I like her energy. And Pura is you know, witty, and it's just a, you know, very interesting artist. And I thought, okay, these two people would be nice to sort of bring alive this remix. And I think it was a great choice.
It was, indeed.
I think it was.
Now, we have to talk about the producer, Safer, who's in on this. Since we're talking about the song and the genres, we've actually got him on the line right now. Safer, you good?
I'm good, bro. You?
Yeah, that's the thing about FOMO, right? You want to be in on the action. You are on the song, now you're like, I need to be a part of this conversation. So big up on the song, great remix, obviously, as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
It's a great song.
absolutely. I mean, Falz was just talking about this idea, right, of fusing the genres, the Afro and the Amapiano. I mean, let's talk about this process, and maybe I can start with you, Safer, just around how that works, right, and how that just comes together.
So the plan was to fuse his sound and the original sound of I'm a piano from SA. And of course, yeah, Kampela and Purampura were the best fit for it. And yeah, we rocked from there.
Going forward with more music, what's the plan? Is there an idea here that to say, ooh, this tastes good, this collab, let's do more? Is there something, in the works for the future?
Yeah, definitely. Me and Falz been making more music. In the future, you'll check something out.
All right, great stuff.
Amazing.
Safer, nice one. Yeah, we had to bring him in on this conversation, especially when you look at
100%.
just the fusion of the genres as well.
100%. Falz, you speak, quite a lot about the socio-political climate in Nigeria in your music. It's deeply embedded in there. I mean, you have songs like Hypocrite, Talk, and then, of course, we had This Is Nigeria, which is a rough adaptation of Childish Gambino's This Is America. Let's check this out.
This is Nigeria. Look how I'm living now. Look how I'm living now.
It still goes in. So what politics were you addressing in your, I guess, version?
Wow. I was addressing quite a lot of issues. There was so much. There was a lot of violence, inter-tribal clashes. There was a drug abuse problem. There was the internet fraud problem. There was police harassment and brutality, which resurfaced last year, but that's another story. There was the corruption. Yeah, just basically it was one work of art that was so rich, in the sense that it had so much in it.
Yeah.
I think that's why people just sort of gravitated towards it.
So This Is Nigeria obviously caused the stir in Nigeria, and the government was just like, cut, and they banned it. Were you surprised, one? Were you surprised that they banned it? Number two, do you feel that it achieved what you wanted it to achieve?
Of course. I wasn't surprised that they banned it. I didn't even make it for like mainstream radio.
So the mainstream got you into trouble.
Right? Like, you're not supposed to play that. I didn't make it for mainstream radio or TV because it's very crude. It's very raw. And I think that was what annoyed them. It's like, I make a song and I'm talking about you. Oh, of course you don't want to hear it. You're gonna ban it on the radio. So that, I think that was pretty much what led to that pushback.
Sure. You're a multi-talented, multifaceted artist. You rap, you act, you judge The Voice Nigeria. You're a lawyer, as you mentioned. What is your grand plan? What does it all look like at the end? Because you're taking a bit of everything and putting it together nicely.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's while you're alive, try and make the most of who you are.
Definitely.
At the end of the day, I'm passionate about this, and this.
Right.
I'm not going to say, oh, let me choose this. I'm going to do everything.
Right.
Because life is short. I don't want to die tomorrow and say, I regret not doing this. So I'm just trying to make the most of my life.
We love it. We hope you enjoy your time in SA. We hope you enjoy making more magic.
I do.
Thank you so much for stopping by and TrendingSA.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're on. Gig guide is on you.
Oh yeah, standard procedure.
Yeah?
They're always dodging my gigs, but I know you're gonna jump on because you know what it's about.
Yeah, okay.
Keeping your ear on the ground.
What do you mean we dodges gigs?
We've never even gotten an invite.
And
Wow.
it's this thing of when people visit over and then the member of the family is now trying to show off. He's never invited us.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
You can leave one gold chain just here. Right here. Come on the watch. Stay with us after the break. We're going to be talking to an incredible visual artist, Neo Mahlangu. You do not want to miss out on this conversation. Stay with us.
Guest is a creative powerhouse in her own right. This artist primarily uses charcoal in her bodies of work to create striking imagery. Her distinctive style and approach to art has catapulted her to new heights in the creative scene. She's emotive, nuanced, and conscious in her storytelling. She made history also by being the youngest person to design two rand coins for South Africa to commemorate 25 years of democracy. Neo Mahlangu is an exceptional artist who uses her creativity to speak to the vast South African human experiences. Welcome to TrendingSA, Neo.
Thank you guys for having me.
How are you?
Pleasure.
I'm feeling great.
Yes.
I'm amongst great company.
I know that's right. right?
Absolutely.
You can stay on the fourth seat.
I'm actually forgiving her for saying during the break that she doesn't like Marvel movies. So yeah, I like that.
Okay, we're all going to forgive you for having this moment in real time. Neo, your story has been shared a lot. You know, you left the healthcare industry to become an artist. And a lot of people, I think, always ask you why you moved, and you've answered that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Was the move worth it?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Because
You say, are you thinking about the pandemic we're in right now? Or?
not even, you know, I thought that when the pandemic hit, I was going to go through a rough patch, but it has been a blessing in my life.
Sure.
You know, I made the move 2017. I quit my job January 2017 and entered officially the creative industry February 2017. And what is amazing is that the next year, 2018, I was designing Dawa Emerging Creative. You know, I was called to design these coins. I was starting to win these awards. So I feel like it was most definitely worth it. Was it an easy decision? Not really.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like it was, but the transition between the traditional way of doing work and going into the creative space, which is a little bit more carefree, was a little bit hard, but most definitely worth it. I mean, I'm here now.
Clearly killing it. Clearly killing it.
You know?
So while you were going through the transition, how did you package your creative brand?
It was a journey that taught me that as a creative, being yourself is the only way that you can really maneuver around this space, because it's a lot of work trying to imitate other people because you don't know where they get their source from. So the only place where you can really function is from your own story. And I think the most beautiful thing about being a creative, I don't know for other people, but for me, it has been the most incredible journey of introspection, because you can't express if you don't know what's going on internally. You know, you have to understand the inside journey before you output anything.
Sure.
You talk about how you connect to the work you do, but let's talk about how, you know, it's interpreted by those who are viewing your artworks. And I want us to just pull out a couple of works because, yes, it's layered in terms of, you know, its themes, the stories behind it, and obviously the emotion you're trying to evoke. So let's look at a couple of them. We'll start with this one. I mean,
first of all, no ways you just stepped into drawing. For what?
And you did it with charcoal.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, I was going through a very depressive episode. Yeah, but yeah, I was exploring just mental health here. You know, trying to figure out, you know, how to express that. I don't even know how to put words to this piece, but I was just going through a place trying to figure out the not so great thoughts that were going through my mind.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible how it's an outlet for you as well. Let's look at the next one. What about
I love
that?
this one. This is a recent work, actually.
Obsessed.
Because
Yeah. What's the story here?
Oh, so right now, you know, like the previous piece, I was focusing on like the dark side of my mind, and I'm glad that right now I'm in a much more enlightened place. So right now the work is just focusing on, you know, going inside before you interact with the world. And I'm paying homage to Black women because they've had such a great impact in my life.
That's such a powerful thing, going inside before you put yourself out there into the world. A lot of us don't do that, right? Let's look at this other one here. And also considering that charcoal is a very difficult, well, in my experience anyway, and I'm in no level.
I was about to ask.
But I've got a couple of pieces as well.
I think we should show them on screen as well.
I think not. But I mean, here we are, another, you know, fine piece here.
Thank you. Thank you. I think it was the same. Hey?
I'm saying, what are you saying?
No, this piece is actually titled The Powerful Ones. It's also paying homage to the incredible women that are in my life. It's also, I feel like my work kills two birds with one stone. Like one, I'm trying to remind myself to always go within, because as a creative, your intuition is so important, but your intuition is important for everything, you know? So trying to, I'm on this journey trying to design my life so that I really hear my intuition, you know?
You are definitely a healer.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You once wrote, and I'm reading audio quotes today.
Oh my God.
You said, for some weird reason, I'm still really attached to this work. Okay. I drew it around 2017 when I was exploring the effects of social media on mental health. Okay. It is still something that is of keen interest to me. Actually, how these mediums affect our moods, egos, habits, and would make me talk for hours. Yeah. So I want to know how do all these thoughts that you have, because it seems like you are very connected with your thoughts. How do you then transfer these thoughts into your creative outfit, your work?
I mean, not all pieces are executed the same. You know, sometimes I journal just to figure out what I'm thinking about, you know, or just to clear my mind.
Sure.
Sometimes
Sorry, I keep seeing your pieces and I'm like in love.
Thank you. Sometimes I do some sketches. Sometimes I have a great day and it just comes out. But it just depends on the mood and you know how I'm feeling that day. You know, sometimes it needs a bit of digging. Sometimes it doesn't.
You were commissioned to do a 2-rand coin. Yeah. It was a commemorative piece. Yeah. Also, I think 25 years into democracy, highlighting, you know, issues around children's rights. And of course, I think a lot of the times it's about the free reign you had creatively. How much of that did you have as a creative in this particular moment?
Well, you know, the South African Mint team is such an incredible team because they gave me free reign to also put a black girl on our money. And I don't think I've ever seen a black girl on our money. So when I had that opportunity, I remembered when I was a kid, like I used to put paper in a coin.
We all did that. We all did that.
We wanted the money.
You ended up becoming richer because you do like 10 hundreds of coins on one page, right?
Like the different ones, Sure. And then I was thinking about like how cool would it be if like a kid did that and saw a representation of themselves, you know, in the money, you know. So I'm glad that they didn't scrap that idea out and they really allowed me to go through with that. There were some terms and conditions, but I tried. Yeah,
of course. Wow, that's beautiful.
Sure. Thank you.
I mean, look, we love what you've done with the place. The decision, the big leap of faith, and ultimately just following what you love. Yeah. And now look, you out in Europe and singing Bella Ciao in Spain. I mean,
not Bella Ciao.
So thank you so much. All the best of luck, and we love what you do.
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
You.
You know, just draw your own coins. That's how you make coin. All right, after the break, Nolwazi Lishabani joins us. Of course, it's the Vodacom Mum and Baby platform to get us connected, as well as young musician Gabrielle, who is making a difference. You do not want to miss out on that. Stay with us.
Chick, they like me, that I see I carry you bright like Monday, para. Wake up in the morning, say thank you, Papa.
You're still tuned in to #SAR on 3. Now, our besties at Vodacom are committed to making learning for your little ones hassle-free and easy with their tailor-made products to suit your pocket. Our digital doula, Nolwazi Lishabani, is going to equip us with the skills to make your children's homeschooling interactive, learner-friendly, and fun.
It is now time for our weekly installment of Connected Family with Nolwazi Lishabani, brought to you by Vodacom's Mum and Baby platform, keeping parents connected.
With technology and humanity, we can go further together. Vodacom.
Hello! Having fun is such a powerful tool. And it engages kids. And we all know when kids are having fun, they're engaged better with what they are doing. On tonight's installment of Connected Family with Nolwazi Lishabani, brought to you by Vodacom's Mum and Baby platform, I am going to equip you with tools to help make education fun for your little ones. This topic makes me super excited, so without any further ado, here are some tips. Number 1, focus on the creative hands-on activities and ask lots of questions. Like, what are you doing? How does it feel? What's that? If you focus on creative hands-on activities that appeal to your child's interest, learning will always be fun. Number 2, allow your child to lead for once. In our home, during homeschooling, we allow moments when the child becomes the teacher. This allows you to learn what topics your child loves, how best they learn, and helps them gain self-confidence in the subjects they are teaching. Number 3, learn using some foodstuffs around your home. Learn with rice or beans or even egg cartons. Practice writing the alphabet and even counting using these things. Number 4, Keep some structure. Children work best when there's a routine, so it's important to keep some kind of structure in their day. Create a timetable of learning hours and break this with playtime to keep your child focused and give you a break. It could also help to create a learning space for them, such as the dining room area, so that the children know when they're there, they are at school. Thank you for joining me on this edition of Connected Family. I hope this was insightful and helpful for you and your family. Remember to utilize the Mum and Baby platform for more insights, tips, and parenting hacks that you need to keep your family connected, healthy, and happy. Now it's back to you in studio.
Thank you so much for the insight, Oletu. And Vodacom is packed and ready with more home learning tips for you. You can sign up for Vodacom's Mum and Baby platform for all your parenting and learning hacks to keep you and your family connected. You can access Vodacom Mum and Baby by dialing *117 *6862# or by visiting the Mobi site on your screens right now.
Our last guest this evening is a young, phenomenal girl who is making major moves and spreading a positive message with her music. She's young, she's driven and talented. Welcome to TrendingSA, Gabrielle.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh.
Gabrielle, your song Nasty, which you wrote during lockdown, it came because you were being cyberbullied in your first year of high school. So let's look at a preview of your music video real quick.
Attitude ratchet, got me so savage.
Hold up.
You're so toxic, with a little bit of nasty. It's so tragic, savage.
So Gabrielle, first of all, very talented. What message would you like to get across with your song?
The message I would like to get across with my song is to let people who are being bullied know that it's okay to stand up for yourself and that it's very important to speak up, because if we keep quiet, it doesn't go away.
Right.
And you know, it's very important to express yourself and to tell people who can help you deal with the situation, so that you can eliminate the bullies and they can get reprimanded for their behavior, because bullying is not okay. And if we don't, teach bullies that it's not okay, and put in place the necessary measures to stop the bullying, then it's just going to get worse and worse, and more kids are going to get affected.
And the thing, Gabrielle, is that this is a subject that is close to your heart, because you've been bullied since grade 4, which is absolutely dreadful. I mean, being able to rise above that, first of all, is commendable, and I really, big you up on that. Let's talk about it. What do you need to do to rise up above that? There are many other kids who are going through the same thing.
Once I realized why the bully was being so rude to me and, taking out the insecurities on me, I told my principal, I told my teachers, and they sorted it out. They took the bully in and they called their parents in and they assessed it, and it's very important to reprimand bullies, because I feel like if we don't take it seriously enough and if we don't put the necessary measures in place, then it's just going to get worse and worse, and then more people are going to get affected.
Thank you so much. You are a superstar. We can't wait for more music from you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, cool. We've come to the end of another beautiful episode of TrendingSA. Did you guys enjoy yourselves?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We always do. We're good. When we're not being bullied, called peasants. I don't know. You don't even have a throne.
And you know what the thing is? There's so much power in Gabrielle. It's just unbelievable. That for me, that's the highlight.
Are you guys now calling me your bully?
No,
Yes.
I didn't say anything about that. I will not.
I'm saying it out loud.
Good night, South Africa. We'll see you tomorrow.
Did you see? He bullied us.